Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Do you have HSA dollars that you're looking at wondering, hey, what can I use these on? Did you know you can use HSA, HRA, and other health savings accounts to pay for your LASIK procedure? In addition, if you have a Flex account, you can set aside money in your Flex account for next year to use towards LASIK.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
It's baseball season, and I know my kids always seem to bring home enough dirt from the field to create a pitcher's mound. When the battle with dirt and stains leaves you exhausted and feeling like it's an extra inning game, call Service Master by Hyatt and let us hit a home run cleaning carpet. You will feel like you're walking away with a come-from-behind win after Service Master by Hyatt gets your carpet as clean as a relief pitcher's uniform. Call us today at 507-366-7149.
Fireside Orchard and Gardens has gone to great lengths to make their orchard enjoyable for the entire family. Fireside Orchard has cider, pies, fudge, and they grow 27 of our favorite Minnesota varieties, such as Honeycrisp, Sweet Tango, Zester, and Harrelson. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 6, until December 24th. Avoid the crowds and stop by during the week. Fireside Orchard and Gardens is located just west of Northfield on Highway 19. Check them out on Facebook, see a full list of apples at firesideorchard.com, then stop for the apples and stay for the gardens at Fireside Orchard and Gardens.
NCC Builders is ready when you're ready to turn those someday projects into a reality. Now is the perfect time to schedule your spring and summer projects. Looking for a deck upgrade with low maintenance materials, a cozy 3-season porch to escape our Minnesota mosquitoes, or new windows and siding? NCC Builders' schedule is filling up quickly. Make this the year to transform your outdoor spaces. Create an area where you can relax, entertain, and truly be proud of. Call or contact us today at nccbuilders.com. At NCC Builders, we bring your vision to life.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by Hyatt's janitorial services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Hyatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Eye exams are more than just confirming that you have 20/20 vision. At River Valley Eye Professionals, you'll receive a thorough and detailed evaluation. We look at every part of your eye, from the lashes to the retina, to identify any potential problems and how to address them. Our state-of-the-art facility allows us to provide you with more than just glasses and contact lenses. We help to ensure that your eyes are healthy and remain so for a lifetime. Find out more about how to request an appointment at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world. Look at every part of your eye from the lashes to the retina to identify any potential problems and how to address them. Our state-of-the-art facility allows us to provide you with more than just glasses and contact lenses. We help to ensure that your eyes are healthy and remain so for a lifetime. Find out more about how to request an appointment at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world. Look at every part of your eye from the lashes to the retina to identify any potential problems and how to address them. Our state-of-the-art facility allows us to provide you
We are live from the Jim Gustafson Field here at Hammer Sports Complex in Albert Lea for boys high school soccer. Varsity soccer team is 1-1 here in Albert Lea after a great game last Tuesday against Mankato Loyola right here, an 8-1 win. They lost Stewartville in their opener on the road 3-1. Another great effort from them. Got rained out Thursday, of course. Chad Bussler is here with me. Have you seen the soccer team play yet?
I have not this year.
Well, you're in for a treat if they play like they did last week, although Austin, a tougher opponent, usually does real well. If you're like me, though, I did not play soccer, and I don't know a whole lot about it. That's why we want to have the kids come in and help us get on here on AlbertLeeLive.com, and some of the JV kids could come in, and they know the terminology, and they can help us out with some of that kind of stuff. But haven't done that yet because school just started, so it's going to happen that way. So we have a word with each of the coaches coming up here, and of course it's kind of down to crunch time here because we're going to start at the top of the yard. I want to hook up with the PA guy. Mike will have the starting lineups coming up. So what we'll do here, let me connect my phone here, and we can go right to my conversation with the Austin boys coach. His name he's from Albert Lea, actually. It's Jens Leveson, and see what he had to say about his club this year.
Acceleration and velocity and gravitation. Game between the Austin Packers and the Albert Lea Tigers. Tonight's game is being played under the rules and guidelines of the Minnesota State High School League. We thank you for your attendance. At Albert Lea High School, we would like to remind you that Minnesota State High School League events are an extension of the classroom and that lessons are best learned when respect is shown to all. Please respect the American flag and national anthem. Please do not focus your energy on officials and coaches of tonight's contest. Rather, cheer on your student athletes for their hard work and efforts they're putting in this season. Thank you for your support. Coach Levis, and you want to give me a wave if you're ready for introductions? Thank you. All right, we'll start with the introduction of the Austin Packers. In the goal tonight, wearing jersey number 0 is a junior, Kyler Flanders. At number 2, a senior, Hey.
There you go. That's the Austin coach. Now we're doing the introductions.
4
Let's pick up the
is
PA
a
announcer.
senior, Joel
Austin
Fong.
Austin starters.
At number 5, sophomore, Ta Ray. At number 6, a freshman, Sue Ray. Wearing number 8, a junior, Boo Ray. At number 10, a senior, Leonardo Hernandez. At number 11, a junior, Jaden Stevens. At number 12, a senior, Nay Ray. And at number 14, a junior, Augustine Spada. And at number 20, a junior, Miles Taylor. Austin is coached by Jens Leveson, assisted by Ryan Myers, Jesus Alvarez, and Gilberto Sanchez. And now for your Albert Lee Tigers. In the goal tonight, wearing jersey number 1, a freshman, Ethan Brownlee. At number 4, a freshman, Elijah Skokheim. Wearing number 5, a freshman, Titus Hartman. At number 6, a senior, Moo So. Wearing number 7, a senior, Josue Sanchez. At number 8, a senior, Nay Blut. Wearing number 9, a senior, Roberto Guzman. At number 11, a senior, Jonathan Vasquez. At number 12, a junior, Jonathan Hartman. Wearing number 16, a senior, Ben Schultz. And at number 20, a freshman, Isaiah Palomo. Albert Lee is coached by Thomas Klingenberg, assisted by Matt Humphrey and Jerry Guerrero. Officials for tonight's game are In-Jae Kim, Jim Roy, and Luis Fuentes. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask at this time that you stand and remove your hats. The privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us honor and respect their efforts and our country by devoting our attention to the American flag throughout the completion of our national anthem.
All right. We'll have to catch up with Albert Lee head coach Thomas Klingenberg here at maybe at halftime. We'll get the interview with him. Just don't have time here as we are just about getting ready to go here at the Gus. Plenty of seats for you if you want to. Yeah, just that I had to get in on the here. We're gonna have to work as a team, me and Chad, and get this field back to where we had it. Just underneath the scoreboard. That should probably work, huh? We'll pan that way and that. I'm Jay Paul along with Chad Butzler, and we'll see how the kickoff goes here when they start. And, of course, the referees in their beautiful uniforms. Look, they could go hunting with those things, huh? Except for maybe not the shorts. But just about ready to get the festivities underway here. Austin is, what is their record, Chad? I think they're 2-1. Oh, they're 2-1. See, that's kind of a slow start for them, but they've been playing some good teams.
Yeah, I know they tied Byron and lost to Rochester, I believe it was.
Yeah, well, the Rochester team has been tough lately. So, so this is usually a win for Austin, or it has been here lately. Last year, 4-0 over in Austin. They played just the one time during the year, and I don't know if Albert Lee plays like they did last week. This is going to be a close one. Austin in their road whites with the black numeral. Is it black numerals or red? Anyway, Albert Lee is in their blues and the red numerals. And they get sometimes hard to see on that background when the lights come on. But it's a sunshine down right now and a beautiful night for any kind of sport, really, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And they got it all going on. They had JV scrimmage here on the main field, the turf field earlier, and they've had the underclassmen doing their soccer games as well. Austin will kick off here, boot it back to their teammates. I didn't get a number on the guy doing the kickoff, but you heard their lineup before. I think it's number 6, Sue Ray, who kicked off, and back it goes as they try and get some strategy going here. But Albert Lee last Tuesday against Mankato Loyola was they got to every loose ball, every defensive play they could make. They did it. I mean, they shut down the Crusaders in almost every way. Just that one goal they let out, and that was in the second half. But 8-1 win, and then a 3-1 opening loss against Stewartville to be a 1-1 start here. Austin has control here since the opening, but they aren't getting any real estate gained here as it goes down to the far side and along the football sidelines. But in the way there defensively, the Tigers. Nice play there. Looked like Ben Schultz getting in the way there. Here comes Brownlee trying to make the save, and he overran it, and they score. Austin on the score, and that goes to Joel Thong, who was mentioned by Coach Leibison as one of his best players. He's a senior, and he gets the first goal. That was a thing of beauty. Well, Brownlee just tried to make the stop out front, and he kind of overshot it, and they were able to get it in behind him. You know what? You got a repeat of that one? Replay?
I do, actually.
Well, let's take a peek at that. This is all new equipment for us here, too, but... okay, they had it on the far side. It goes... Actually, I thought Albert Lee was going to steal it at about the 20 there, 30, but then they got it past him. Got it in deep, and Brownlee tried to get the save, but it went past him and in the net for Thong, and it is a 1-0 Austin lead here as the clock at 38:56 left here in the first half, 40-minute halves. Albert Lee kicking off here as Josue Sanchez boots it back. And, they're stolen away by the Packers, and a shot. Brownlee, I think he got a piece of that one, and then it hit off the post there on his left side. Nice job on the save there. Brownlee now will have a goalie kick. That was close to being 2-0. Boy, that was a quick steal and in there, but Brownlee was all about it. And Brownlee, Ethan's just a freshman. another almost steal there by Austin. So about 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes in, it was a minute and a half in or so, Austin takes the lead on the Thong goal. And Albert Lee had trouble getting it out of their goal area. Finally booted out of there, but just to have Austin take over at about midfield. We are on AlbertLeeLive.com, and also you can follow us on Facebook, Albert Lee Live, and it's all one word, small, all lowercase, as well as Instagram, same thing, Albert Lee Live. There's a website, AlbertLeeLive.com, where you can watch the games, and we store these games and events for a year on our website at least. And looking for some sponsors if you're Albert Lee business or area business. You want to get involved in this, I have a phone number for you. You can text me at 507-402-1600. I'm Jay Paul. Worked in radio here in Albert Lee for 20 years and left for Mankato, but am back now and doing a lot of great games. This is the most games I'll be doing in a year, and I love it. Just pile the games on. We're going to do all the football games. We've got soccer games. Select soccer, boys and girls. Select basketball, boys and girls. Hockey, boys and girls. There's volleyball coming up next week, I think the 12th or so. I think this is when they start their home season. We'll have that up at the high school, Ori Jurley gym, and wrestling events, some of those too, and then baseball, softball, Legion ball. So we've got quite a bit coming your way, as well as events like the music concerts, choir, band, orchestra, and graduation probably will be streamed as well on our website, AlbertLeeLive.com. We joined up with the school here. Hopefully it's a nice long... Oh, there's a red flag on Austin there on a little breakaway for the Tigers. So we'll have not only sports, like I said, but events as well. And it's free, no subscription needed. Tell your friends and family, and grandma and grandpa living in Florida or Arizona, they can watch their grandkids play sports here at Albert Lee High. We're only doing the varsity games. Of course, it would be quite an undertaking to do any more than that, especially since we're going to be doing over about 150 events throughout the school year and 1 year period here. But again, 507-402-1600 is my number. You can text me if you're interested in a meeting and learn more about how you can become a part of the advertising of these games and events. So it's going to be a free kick here. And it goes in the air. Let's see, a header goes the other way for Austin, as they're a pretty sound team, but young, he said, so maybe they have some lapses. Here's a shot, and it's in! I didn't catch who caught. Oh, okay, I got a guy. I just got to get a number on that guy. That was beautiful. Over the head of the goalie. And if he turns, what number is that, Chad? Can you see him? He's this guy right in front here. Walking at the 35 to the 37. If he turns, we'll get a number on that. That was beautiful. Ties it up at 1. And we're just 5 minutes into the match here. It looks like number 8.
Yep.
That would be for Albert Lee, Nay Blute, a senior, scoring. Beautiful job. And another steal by Albert Lee and putting some more pressure on. So 1-1. Albert Lee tying it. And we're not even 5 minutes into the game, and it's 1-1 here as Albert Lee continues the pressure in the Austin end. Throw in here by Elijah Skogheim. Another one of those freshmen for the Tigers. And weaving in and out. That again was Blute, but he got it taken away from him by the Packers. Another man hits the ground, and we got to push on Austin, so that'll give Albert Lee the possession. And again, they don't waste time. Some teams take forever, seems like, to put the ball in play. Albert Lee's not one of those. They will throw it in or kick it in as soon as they can, unless, of course, the ref has stopped play and has a say in the matter. Austin takes it away, and now down the near sideline they go with Boo Ray. It's going to be tough to keep the Ray boys all separated. They got Tall Ray, Sue Ray, Boo Ray, Nay Ray, and Tall Ray. There's just all the Rays. But we'll do our best there. It goes out of bounds, so Albert Lee on the throw-in. Where are we getting the wind sound from? That's what I want to know.
Probably the wind. This window, I think.
Is it that strong? Yes. As we have to have the window open so to get a clear picture here on our camera, which is doing a great job there, and Jad's running that. On the far side here, as Austin trying to set something up here. 1-1 tie. About 6 minutes in, 6:10 into the game. Nice takeaway there by the Tigers. Can they do something with it? They kick it ahead, just get it out of the zone, get some rest from the pressure there. But Austin quickly comes back, and they get it out of bounds off the leg of Jaden Stevens. Jaden Stevens is junior. The throw in by Albert Lee, and kind of gets between players over there, an Austin player and a Albert Lee player. This is the traditional Albert Lee Austin grudge match, which Austin has owned here as of late with some better teams. But a yellow flag here, so we'll throw in for Albert Lee. It looks like they prefer to have Elijah Skogheim throw him in. He's done it a couple of times. Now it's Austin's possession. Yes, they take their time and switch out some players here and there. 1-1, about 7.5 minutes in. A couple of headers, goes out of bounds off Albert Lee. Austin again. This is Leonardo Hernandez throwing it in, number 10. And he takes it, gets it to midfield. A little penetration here for the Packer O. Taken away nicely by the defense. Good anticipation there by the Tiger D. And I believe that is young number 16, Ben Schultz, nice senior. Play continues in the middle of the field. Austin again putting some pressure on. They got a pass down into the near corner. The crossing kick is knocked out of there by the Tiger D. Still alive though. And a shot. It goes wide. Shot wide, not only lead to a goalie kick. Still tied at 1 here, and plenty of time to go. Not even 9 minutes into the game here at the Gus. Austin keeps the pressure on. Another shot. That's saved right in there by Brownlee. Nice scoop. As he tells his teammates to get on the run, he's going to boot it down the field. He does get it to about midfield. Weaving in and out, and then a player drops. And I did not see an infraction there. Quick throw in. Again by Skogheim, and he gets it ahead. Nice blocking out there by Albert Lee's Isaiah Palomo, freshman. Blocked his man out. He did knock it out of bounds, but that's the idea. You want to shield them from getting any contact on the ball, and he was just a little too close to the sideline. Turned over to Austin, and they are on the run once again. Behind the lead halfback there as gets to the far side of this field and playing into the middle. Shot is in. That is a dead center shot by Leonardo Hernandez to untie it. As it is 2-1 now, Austin. Leonardo is a senior. I didn't see the assist on that one, but 2-1 here in the early going. It's a score fest here. We're only not even 10 minutes in. 29:59 is left in the first half. So 10:01 into the game. 2-1 Austin. Alberley will have their hands full this evening. As play continues, and now a stoppage. As Austin puts it back in play. Another shot that Brownlee has to save, and he knocks it out of bounds. That'll lead to a corner kick for Austin on that far corner. Alberley scored on at least one of these kind of plays. The corner kick last week. And of course, nobody played Thursday that I know of with all the rain and stuff. But we'll have girls soccer on Thursday here on AlbertLeeLive.com. Coming up at halftime, we'll hear from the boys' varsity soccer coach Thomas Klingenberg. Didn't quite get to him at the pregame, as this is a nice steal by the Tigers. Nice job there by Jonathan Vasquez, a senior. Ahead they go. They've got something cooking here if they can get it past this last line of defense, but they couldn't do it. Taken back by the Packers. Back into scoring territory again, as they've had a couple of nice offensive series to get 2 goals in. And another one for number 10, the guy who scored the last goal, Hernandez. That was blocked. And Hernandez weaving in and out. Traffic gets it to the right side. And the shot goes wide. That one just was bending like Beckham to the left and got out of there. Alberley having trouble taking it away here from the Packers. A long offensive session there for the Packers. And now a 1-on-4. We'll see how that goes for Josue Sanchez. And it rolls out of bounds off Austin. He did real well with a 1-on-4. Josue had a hat trick last Tuesday against Loyola. So it'll be a corner kick here for the Tigers. And like I said, they scored off of this once last week, so it'll be nice to see him do it again and get this thing tied up. From the far corner, everybody gets lined up, and we got a new body coming in here. Try and get a number. It's I can't see it. Anyway, the shot and a header. No, it goes over the net and out of bounds. Good idea. Just couldn't get it done. More substitution here for Austin, as they will have a goalie kick. 26.5 to go in the first half. 2-1 Austin. Jay Paul along with Chad Butzler. Is it Butzler?
Butzler, correct.
Yeah, that's right. I thought there was an R in there for some reason. I only just met him last week at the football game, which was good. That was a good contest too, wasn't it?
Oh, it was amazing.
And to lose like they did was heartbreaking, but really the improvement from, I mean, anybody could tell, and it's been a big buzz on social media how improved they were, the Alberley football team. 52-0 loss last year to St. Peter, and a 15-13 last-second field goal loss here. There's a shot. Brownlee saves, and the defense will clean up for him here. Hopefully get it out of that zone. But Hernandez has other ideas, and he's got a shot. Brownlee's put great in goal here. He's been peppered with shots, though. He's got to get some defensive help. Another one that goes in. And that, if he turns around, I can see his number 9. 6. No. See, they don't ever turn the way I want them to. I got my eyes on him. He's going to cross the 45. Number 5, and that is Tare Tare is a sophomore, and he gives his Austin Packer team a 3-1 lead here at the 25-28 mark of the first half. One of the Ray guys. They got about 5 Rays on the team. Taw scoring there. Makes it 3-1. Back to live action here, and or are we doing a replay?
Nope.
Okay.
I was just.
All right. Out of bounds it goes, and it'll be a Tiger throw in. And that goes out of bounds. It was kicked back. Actually, I thought it was going to go out of bounds, but it was kicked back by the Packers. Now they have possession. Nice takeaway there by the Tigers. But very short-lived. As that one gets blocked out front, gives Brownlee a chance to get under it, but can't quite secure it. Then he finally grabs it. As a nice high kick. Didn't go very far, though, by Brownlee. And defensively trying to get it out of there as Hernandez again. He's a pest. He's always around where the ball is and taking shots. There's a left-footed shot that gets blocked by the Tiger D. And another goal gets in. That was Hernandez, I believe. Yep. His second of the game. And it's 4-1 Packers. Boy, they are keeping the pressure on this Tiger D. Really, 85% of the play has been on the Tiger defensive end of the field. It's bound to wear them out a bit. So Hernandez, his second of the game, makes it 4-1 Austin. We still have 23:48 left in the first half. So the D has got to tighten up, or this could be a very long night for Albert Lee. And a tale of two nights. They had a big lead last week against Loyola, but much tougher opponent here in the Austin Packers. Sends one in again, and it's going to go out of bounds in the corner. And clock runs at 23:20 to go. Boy, the airport is busy. They've been sending airplanes out. A nice night to fly, I suppose. So a throw in when they're ready. I think it's going to be Austin's.
Nope, I think they gave him a goal kick.
Oh, all right. What am I looking at? Okay. Play the goal kick out of there. I was looking at the kid who had the ball on the sidelines there. He usually hands it to somebody. But I missed the whole point of that thing. So there's another shot that goes off the crossbar. Brownlee saves that one on the deflection. And boots it. Line drive taken by the Packers. Boy, they are doing to Albert Lee what Albert Lee did to Loyola last week. Just out-hustling them. Getting into their offense. Nice crisp passes. Scoring goals. I think it was 6-0 at halftime, I think, last week for Albert Lee over Loyola, and winning 8-1. Back and forth it goes. Every time the Tigers seem to get something cooking, it gets taken away by the Packers. Here it is again, and another shot. Brownlee has to dive and a save there. Nice job by the freshman. 4-1, Austin. We'll catch you up on some scores at halftime, and also play my pregame interview with Tiger Boys coach Thomas Klingenberg. He's a fun guy to talk to. So we'll get words from him, and then get back to second half action as, again, we have 21-plus minutes left here in the first half. Another nice save by Brownlee there, but he's got to be a tired young man. He's He's made quite a few saves. Missed on 4 of them, but, it's easy to say the goalie missed him, but the defense wasn't there either. And that played a big part of that. They finally get it into their offensive side here and maybe have a little breakaway, but then they're always 1 on 4 or 2 on 5. And goalie Kyler Flanders able to make an easy save there as Josue Sanchez was trying to get something going for the Tigers. 9-4 is their goals against coming into today. So 10-8, they still have a lead in goals over their opponents, but it's closed. The gap is closing fast. Let's put it that way. 20-20 left. First half, 4-1 Packers. Brownlee gives it a boot. And it goes past his players as Sanchez was there and is there now, but stoppage there. Gonna go back to Austin on the kick. Let's see what they can do with it here. Hernandez still out there. He of the 2 goals, looking for a Hattie. Kind of early to be talking like that, but yeah, he's quite talented kid. Brownlee makes another save, but can't secure it until now. That's nicely done as closing there was Joel Thong to try and get a rebound. And again, Hernandez it looks like he's got it taken away from him, but he somehow recovers and is able to go forward. That was knocked out of bounds by Albert Lee. And Jonathan Vasquez. He's thrown in here by Matias Rodriguez of Austin, number 9. The shape that these kids have to be in for all the running they do is it's amazing. It's like a cross-country kind of shape. You're constantly running and changing. In cross-country, you're running basically one direction. And in soccer, you're all over the place, stopping and starting and going and running. And Austin secures it in their own end here. They'll bring it across with a 4-1 lead over Albert Lee here at the Gus in Albert Lee. Jay Paul with Chad Butler, and we're going to be teaming up with, you're not going to be here for Thursday's girls soccer game, right?
I will not, correct.
Yeah, but you'll be here for Friday's football game. And by the way, I got a friend of mine is Dave Klott, and who's not a friend of Dave Klott? He's a legend here in town. Good athlete back when he played. His kids were good athletes too, but he is a State Farm insurance agent, and he does the Mocha and Mini. He owns that too. As that one squirts past the Austin D, but it's going to be corralled and kicked out of there by Flanders. Dave Klott, has hired Tommy Kramer, touchdown Tommy Kramer, of the Minnesota Vikings from the 70s and 80s. He took over for Fran Tarkington at quarterback of the Vikes back then. He's coming to town Friday to the game. And normally he charges to sign autographs or have a picture taken with him, but Dave is covering the cost of that. How cool is that? That is some kind of civic pride. Dave does. He donates money and time. He's a pitching coach for baseball too, so he is really into the youth here in Albert Lee, and good for him to do that. That's pretty cool. Tommy Kramer, a legend in Minnesota Viking football. Now, the young kids might not know who he is, but I think, I don't think it takes too much of a stretch to think that maybe upperclassmen know who Tommy Kramer is. And he really likes the fans. He likes to hang and do signings and pictures and stuff like that. But it ain't cheap, and Dave's going to cover the cost of that. So it's Friday's football game here at the Gus against New Ulm. You can do that. So carve some time out of your schedule at the game here to get an autograph from Tommy or a picture taken with him. He's looking good. There's no more Rusty Scupper for him to hang out at down there on 494 or wherever that was. That was his hangout, apparently. But, so this Friday. That'll be happening. Thanks, Dave. And another save by Brownlee. He's just been busy. Still 16 minutes left here in the first half. It's 4-1 Austin. A winless Packers squad. So they are really hungry for that win and off to a great start here. And the Tigers not quite as dominant as they were last Tuesday, which I think would go to show you. There's another save by Brownlee. Nice job by him. Goes to show you maybe the quality of opponent in Loyola last week was maybe not all that great, but it allowed the Tigers to really work some things out and figure some things out, I think. But then you run into quality opponents like this in Austin, and it's tough. You fall behind by 3 goals early on, and just always playing catch up. As they go down that far sideline, 15 minutes to go in the half. So yeah, girls soccer, 7 o'clock Thursday here on Albert Lee Live, and it's here at the Gus. And then their home opener for football Friday at 7 o'clock. And we'll be there for both of those. Brownlee again with a boot to get it out of there. He puts a foot into it. It's one of his better ones of the night. It almost hurt watching him head that one. They hit him off the forehead. But just no offensive penetration here for the Tigers, save for that 1 goal they scored by Nate Blute to tie it at 1. But since then, 3 straight for the Packers, and they are dominating here in this first half. Play, I would say 80 to 85% of it's been on the right side of the field as you look at it, and that's not good for Tiger fans. Got to spend more time running some plays. And I'm sure that Coach Klingenberg will set them straight at halftime, and they just got to get there. 13:45 to go. He said it. I didn't get to play it, but Coach Klingenberg was talking about it. This will be a much tougher test for this Tiger squad because Austin really does play well from year to year. I mentioned Rochester dominated the Big 9 last year, and they did. Top 3 teams at the end of the year were those Rochester teams. And then, he might be injured. Number 2 for Austin is Hey Koo. And he is still down. Getting up now. Stay in there. It's good to see. As this stop the clock here at 13:12 to play. The red flag is out. You guys going to look at the standings last year in the Big 9. John Marshall led the way. Actually tied with Rochester Mayo at 10-1 the conference, but Century was third, 9-1, 9-1-1. Owatonna then East and West. Northfield. Austin was 3-7-1, so an off year for them, 5-9-1 overall. And Albert Lee at the bottom of the standings. They're trying to change that around here with Coach Klingenberg. Some substitutions now ready to go here on a kick for Austin with a 4-1 lead. They put it in play. 13:10 to go, first half. Headed out of there by the Tiger D. See if they can clear that area of the goal here. It's just been nonstop pressure on young Ethan Brownlee, the freshman goaltender. Hernandez will throw it in here for Austin. Leonardo. 2 goals on the night for Leonardo. And a block takeaway here as Blute will take it down the near sideline. Actually, that's Roberto Guzman, number 9. 8 and 9 on these jerseys look exactly the same for me. This is Guzman as they go into that near side. See if they get a chip away at this lead here a little bit. And throw in here for the Tigers. And that is booted out of there. At every turn the Tigers take, they just don't have things going their way, but you got to keep after it. And they're doing that. Brownlee kicks it ahead to Jonathan Vasquez. And down that far sideline, booted back the other way by the Packers. This is the game they can play with a 3-goal lead. They don't really have to score anymore. They just got to just keep it away from their goaltender. Another nice job scooping it up there by Brownlee. Getting a workout for sure. That one's headed out of bounds, so still Tigers. Ahead it goes to Josue Sanchez. He centers it, but the Packers are there, and Hernandez boots it down the field. Up ahead, it's 3-on-4. So Tigers had the numbers and took it away. That one slowed down, but nicely headed forward by Sanchez. Off to the near side here for Guzman. See if they can work something together here, as that one's blocked. Across the field it goes. Nicely still played in there. I don't have a number 2 for Albert Lee, so I don't know who that is. But there's no 2. There's a 2 on the 9th grade team, but I don't think that's him. As Albert Lee now will reset again. Throw in. It gets past everybody. Tracked down there by Sanchez on that far side, but he's 2-on-5 or 6. And he hits the ground. The ball goes out of bounds. And he will gather himself. Need him. Key player there. Captain. Sanchez is one. Jonathan Vasquez another. Senior captain. Musso is a senior captain. And Ben Schultz a senior captain. The 4 captains for the Tigers this year. As they have a free kick here from that far side. See how they play it here. They got a bunch of guys on the far side of the goal to try and head it, or I want to see an old-fashioned bicycle kick. Come on. The boot is on the ground and it played nicely. A good shot there, sending right out in front for the Tigers and scoring that goal. I still haven't got a number. Did you get a number on that?
I did not, unfortunately.
I'm following him. I'm tracking him. It's maybe you can see it on the screen, but I still can't. Is
4. Is
that Elijah? No, it's 12. So that's Jonathan Hartman. Jonathan Hartman makes it a 4-2 game, or are they disallowing it? They're going to talk about it here. We have an injured player. That's where the trainer and the coach are coming out to look. That might be Sanchez. Did they allow the goal or not? They haven't put it on the board yet. 9:17 to go, and they're checking on the player here at the 15-yard line.
They're putting the ball at the center field, so yeah. I'm guessing.
Well, they must have. That is Sanchez, who's going to be lifted or helped off the field a little bit by the coach and the trainer. But Jonathan Hartman, they haven't put it on the board yet, but I want to write it down here. There, they finally put it up. 9:17 to play and a half, and it's 4-2. Austin. And that was some nice play in there as teamwork. Got a couple of different angles, and Hartman actually, I think he had 2 kicks at it before he put it in that empty net. They had the goaltender all kerfluffled there. He didn't know which way to go. And now they're only a goal away from making it a 1-goal game. So, I mean, this is close. Anybody's game still. We have plenty of time left, 49 minutes total. We had the second half in. 9 minutes left here in the half. 4-2, Austin. And Tigers maybe finding their stride here. See if they can. They first of all have to stop this offense that keeps penetrating and getting shots off and wearing out their goalie. That's going to run out of room. No, he saved it from going out of bounds. Nice hustle over there, and then it finally does go out. It'll go to Albert Lee on a goal kick. Done by another player. Brownlee's like, I don't know if my leg's going to fall off. I've kicked it so many times. As they get it back into the middle of the field, but Austin takes over again. Love to see Albert Lee take it away like that and come down the field, but it's 2-on-6 again. They don't have enough guys running down the field on offense here to make a difference. And it goes back the other way with under 8 minutes to go in the half. But Austin hasn't scored in a while. It's right on. Brownlee catches that one. They last scored back at around the 23-minute mark. So it's been a while for the Packers, but they opened up that 4-1 lead. Probably maybe they thought they didn't have to score much more, but now a little tighter with that last Tiger goal. Hernandez, as they go back and forth up there on that far side, and it gets ahead, but there's the defense that comes in for the Tigers. Takes it away now. Do something with it, boys. Skugheim back in the game. He's got it now, number 4. Gets double teamed there, but his teammate's right there with him, Isaiah Palomo. And ahead it goes until Packers take it away. Under 7 minutes to play in the half. 4-2, Austin, here at the Gus in Albert Lee on albertleelive.com. Again, I'm Jay Paul. Spent 20 years in radio here in Albert Lee. And back now after a couple of years away and doing audio-video play-by-play of lots of different sports. 8 different sports, varsity sports, boys and girls, throughout the school year. And events as well. And if you'd like to be a part of it advertising-wise, because it's a free... Oh, that one goes over Brownlee's outstretched hands. And I believe that is the... hat trick for young Hernandez. Leonardo makes it 5-2.
And 15 seconds in the first half. The score stands at 2 goals for the Albert Lee Tigers, 5 goals for the Austin Packers.
Leonardo with a hat trick in the first half. Makes it 5-2. Another airplane. Just when the Tigers thought maybe they can climb back into this, the Packers have another dagger there, but it's not over yet. We have 6 minutes left in the half, another 40 to come. Regroup. Get some things changed, and you never know. It'd be nice to have the Tigers score again before half here without Austin scoring and tighten that game up a little bit, but the Packers say, well, watch this. Well, they have possession. Nice pass to the left there to Nare, I guess it is. It's N-A-E, Nare. R-E-H. And that's cross field. It goes to Jaden Stevens. Brownlee able to corral that one. Coming down to 5 minutes left in the half. And Ethan gives it a boot, and it goes off of Guzman, out of bounds. Shakes his head. Thought he should have been able to do more with that one. Up ahead, and again, the Tigers getting in the way for a bit, but Austin still keeps possession. Hernandez going for number 4, and he gets it in that far corner. Boy, he is a player. I have him as that's his 4th goal. 6-2, Austin.
Packers goal with 4 minutes and 46 remaining in the first half.
(6-2) as Leonardo Hernandez has 4 of those 6 for the Packers. They maybe want to double team him. Seems to be doing it with ease. A couple of those over Brownlee's head. And you got to be a pretty good marksman to, when you're 20 yards out, get it over the goalie's head and in. To measure that and figure it out. That's a skill for sure. Another one. Oh, nice job by Ethan to knock it out of there. Diving save. 6-2, 4:14 and counting left the first half. Nate Blute scored a goal for Albert Lee, and so did Jonathan Hartman. Those are the 2 for the good guys, but wow. Leonardo Hernandez with 4, Joel Thong with 1, and Tall Ray had another for Austin. As they get it back here, another chance at it. The Tiger defense is back, but they're just launching bombs from way out there. That one goes left of the goal. 3:15 to go, first half. 6-2, Austin. Tigers fought it back to a 4-2 score, and then Hernandez took over in the last few minutes, pushed the Packers out even farther with their biggest lead of the game. 4 goals. And there's Guzman taking away. Ooh, he got dumped. No penalty called there. No infraction on the play, says the ref. As Austin continues, Augustine Spada. Out of the far side. Tall Ray, number 5. Hernandez playing, stay out here in the midfield, Hernandez. He's dangerous inside the 20. As it rolls ahead, Tigers not able to get any play going. But they are killing the clock, and 2:09 remain here in the first half. They really need to regroup and get some words from head coach Thomas Klingenberg. It's a tough sport to do that. I mean, half the game you're too far away from the coach to hear him. That's off the crossbar. On a bounce, 1:45 to go in the half. And a kick from the goal area by a non-goalie. As that goes to about midfield. Again, I couldn't see the number of the guy who kicked it there. Maybe if he turns, I could see him, but he's the one who just booted it again, and now he's got it in the middle of the field. And it looks like that might be, no, it's not Nate Blute. Now the Tigers moving forward, a little trip there. Set it down, they're running out of time. We're under a minute to go here, 54 seconds left. Half of a 6-2 Austin lead. Into Austin territory they go, but it's not very long until Jonathan Vasquez has it taken away. Back the other way come the Packers. A 2-on-4 situation, and the shot is too high. And out of play. 6-2, 27 seconds and counting to go here in the first half. Did we get all the goals there, Chad?
We did.
Okay, so at halftime, we can, if we have time, we'll look at those too. We do have to hear from head coach Thomas Klingenberg. And then we can run through those goals as we count down the last 5 seconds of the half. 6-2, Austin at halftime. And they have dominated play from the beginning. Well, they took that early 1-0 lead and then were tied 1-1. But a couple, three goals in a row for Austin made it 4-1. Then Hartman scored for Albert Lee to make it 4-2. And Leonardo Hernandez, his third and fourth goals of the game, stretched the lead to 6-2. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll see we'll see all those goals, and also get some my pregame interview with Albert Lee head coach Thomas Klingenberg coming up here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Seed House.
Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Do you have HSA dollars that you're looking at wondering, hey, what can I use these on? Did you know you can use HSA, HRA, and other health savings accounts to pay for your LASIK procedure? In addition, if you have a Flex account, you can set aside money in your Flex account for next year to use towards LASIK.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
It's baseball season, and I know my kids always seem to bring home enough dirt from the field to create a pitcher's mound. When the battle with dirt and stains leaves you exhausted and feeling like it's an extra inning game, call Service Master by Hyatt and let us hit a home run cleaning carpet. You will feel like you're walking away with a come-from-behind win after Service Master by Hyatt gets your carpet as clean as a relief pitcher's uniform. Call us today at 507-366-7149.
Fireside Orchard and Gardens has gone to great lengths to make their orchard enjoyable for the entire family. Fireside Orchard has cider, pies, fudge, and they grow 27 of our favorite Minnesota varieties, such as Honeycrisp, Sweet Tango, Zester, and Harrelson. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 6, until December 24th. Avoid the crowds and stop by during the week. Fireside Orchard and Gardens is located just west of Northfield on Highway 19. Check them out on Facebook, see a full list of apples at firesideorchard.com, then stop for the apples and stay for the gardens at Fireside Orchard and Gardens.
NCC Builders is ready when you're ready to turn those someday projects into a reality. Now is the perfect time to schedule your spring and summer projects. Looking for a deck upgrade with low maintenance materials, a cozy 3-season porch to escape our Minnesota mosquitoes, or new windows and siding? NCC Builders' schedule is filling up quickly. Make this the year to transform your outdoor spaces. Create an area where you can relax, entertain, and truly be proud of. Call or contact us today at nccbuilders.com. At NCC Builders, we bring your vision to life.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by Hyatt's janitorial services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Hyatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Eye exams are more than just confirming that you have 20/20 vision. At River Valley Eye Professionals, you'll receive a thorough and detailed evaluation. We look at every part of your eye, from the lashes to the retina, to identify any potential problems and how to address them. Our state-of-the-art facility allows us to provide you with more than just glasses and contact lenses. We help to ensure that your eyes are healthy and remain so for a lifetime. Find out more about how to request an appointment at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
All right, let's talk to Albert Lee Tiger boys soccer coach for the varsity. It's Thomas Klingenberg, who comes from, you'll tell by the accent, southern Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
So you lost the opener to Stewartville, and last week we talked to you about that, and you were happy with that, 3-1, because they're a good team.
Yeah, we played really well. You know, we practiced on turf, played on grass. All our passes were real short, so you know, that had a little to do with it.
And then last Tuesday, you were here at home opener against Mankato Loyola. You dominated. You guys looked real good.
Yeah, I was happy about that because we actually played soccer. It wasn't, kickball and chase it. We, as you saw last week, we moved the ball really well.
Yeah.
Tonight will be a real test against Austin. They're always real good. We've lost to them 2 or 3-0 the past couple years. So.
All right. Well, who's it? Josu Sanchez, a senior. Josue. I'm sorry.
I'll get you to say that right.
I got to write it diacritically out to spell it out. He was on fire. He had a hat trick.
Yeah. Hopefully, I have a hat trick tonight.
Yeah.
But like I said, it'll be a little bit different. They have a really good goalkeeper. I think they're got a lot of seniors on this team, so and we just got to show up and play.
And your youngsters too. I mean, Ethan Brownlee in goal. He's pretty solid.
Yeah, he's come on. He's finally grown into his body. You know, he was that.
I know he doesn't look like a freshman.
He looked like a baby giraffe last year. You know, this year he's grown into his body.
Yeah. And Ian Vasquez Reyes, the other freshman, he had a couple of goals last week, so he's coming out of the gates good.
Yeah, he usually plays my last defender, but we popped him up. He's good, you know, wherever we put him. Knows the game. He's a leader as a 9th grader.
And you could say maybe Loyola wasn't the best opponent, but I think it proved to your boys that they can pass. They were going downfield, passing back and forth, hitting the open man. Very unselfish play.
So, like I said, hopefully we can do that tonight. Pressure's going to be a lot on us, you know, more than it was last week. So I'll be happy with a close game.
Well, the weather's good, so hey, good luck, man.
This is Tennessee weather. Have a good
I love it. Yeah, it's a fun interview. Thomas Klingenberg, head coach of the boys varsity team. So, Chad, let's run through some of these goals. Do you got all 8 of them?
I do.
Look at you go.
Minute 45 into the match.
Yeah, early goal by Austin. Now,
I was still trying to work on the camera work here, but that's why we need some of them high school kids up here.
And I think there's a button you can push to get my play-by-play call on it, too. I'm not sure if you can find that, but yeah, that was the first one from Joel Thong to make it 1-0 Austin. And there it is. And 1-0 it was. Then it was tied up just shortly after that by Nay Blute of Albert Lee. And I thought we were going to have a score fest going here, as the Tigers tied it up early on. Is that...
Nope, this was the second Albert Lee goal. They must
okay.
go...
That's the Jonathan Hartman goal?
Correct.
All right. Well, let's just watch all the ones we got here. It's mostly Leonardo Hernandez, as he scored 4 of his team's 6 goals. He got the second, third, fourth, and fifth, I think, goals for the Packers. And he was on fire. He was kicking him over the head of Ethan Brownlee. And to the side.
There he was, over 20 yards out.
Yeah. There was another one by Tollere of Austin. Number 5. I'm not sure which one this is, but we'll watch them all. These are all the replays of the goals here, as we're just getting used to the technology here. And they see, they passed it so well. They got numbers on the Tiger D, and they were bombing them from out there around 10, 15, 20 yards away.
I noticed Hernandez there going left foot, too. The guy's just amazing.
He's ambidextrous. That's very helpful. Let's see what we got up next here. These might be the last 2 from Hernandez.
Looks like that was the last one. They got out of order somehow. So.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. But 6-2, and Albert Lee's got their hands full here in the second half, and I don't know. Austin's a good team, and I don't think they're going to let anybody back into a 4-goal lead, but you never know. Maybe they'll fall asleep at the switch, and the Tigers can catch fire here. They had a little taste of it last Tuesday, so sure they'd like to get that feeling back again where they were kind of dominant.
Well, yeah, and you take, Hernandez's 4 goals. It's a 2-2 game.
Yeah. But he is such a big part of it, man, and what a presence out there. And they kept passing it to him because he knows what, like you said, you can kick from both legs. That's a plus for sure to have on your side. Yeah, it says here Dave Klott. I mentioned that Tommy Kramer at the football game, signing autographs Friday night from 5 until 7 is the time on that. So he's only here for a couple of hours, 5 to 7 before the game, getting pictures and autographs, etc. here at the Gus. Free to all because Dave Klott is covering the cost of that, so thanks, Dave. But Friday night football game with New Almontown, and they're a pretty good team, too. They're going to be taking on the Tigers here at Jim Gustafson Field. But Tommy Kramer, touchdown, Tommy. He always threw it to Ahmad Rashad in those days back in the 80s.
Real quick before we get going here, too, you guys saw that commercial break there in the halftime. What do they got to do, Jay, to get it signed up for that?
Yeah, those were Northfield and some Faribault ads because from our other networks, we're just starting to sell ads here in Albert Lea. So if you want to be a part of it, that's what we can do. We made all those ads for those folks. So we can make your video ad, put it on these games, and you get a full year contract. You can be on over 150 different streams of games or activities at Albert Lea High School. And all you got to do is give me a text, 507-402-1600, and we'll set up a meeting. If you got some time tomorrow, we do have some openings tomorrow. Lance Reister is the owner of Albert Lea Live, and he'll be in town with me doing some sales with businesses. So we've got some openings. If you're interested tomorrow, give me, like I said, a text at 507-402-1600 or call and leave a message, I guess you could. But we'd love to have you be a part of our family here as we're going to get the high school kids involved in some of the play-by-play and some of the camera work and some of the other things that we do, the producing of these games here. Give them some real-world experience at this kind of thing. Corner kick here for the Tigers. And we have different opportunities of different levels of advertising, different price ranges. So I'm not going to go into that here on the radio, but on the broadcast. But we will be happy to come to your office and let you know all about that. And again, 507-402-1600. And we do a lot of other things too, and we'll explain all that for you as well. You don't have to do all of our deals that we're involved in with web design and social media stuff, but we do offer it as well. That's kicked out of bounds, straight out of bounds by Joel Thong of Austin. And I got to turn the light on because I can't see my rosters. As it is still a 6-2 Packers lead. And a bicycle kick, that's what I was hoping for, and I got one. It was off target by Joel Thong, but nicely done, Joel. Or is it Joel? Sometimes a little emphasis on the wrong syllable. The whole name sounds different. As a throw in quickly by the Tigers as they're trying to surprise the Packers. That didn't work, going out of bounds. And inbounds quickly again. As they're deep here, this is a great shot. You got to come away with a goal here and cut that lead in half. It goes out of bounds. It'll still be Tiger throw in here. As it's tossed in by Elijah Skogheim. He is passing it back and forth with teammates there on the near sideline. And they give it a run in there, but it's taken away by Austin. Seems like they have more guys than they're allowed on the field. Everywhere the Tigers go, they get a Packer in their way. It was good to hear from coaches, and we'll have the girls' soccer game. I keep forgetting who they play on Thursday here at the Gus. Has a breakaway here for Austin, but they don't have numbers. It's 3-on-5. Girls are playing Winona on Thursday here in soccer, so we'll have that game on albertlealive.com, and then the football game on Friday with Tommy Kramer here from 5 to 7. Thanks to Dave Klott signing autographs and taking pictures. That one is kicked in for a goal here. As he was falling down.
I think it went wide.
Oh, did it go wide?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it went in. Why can't I get my eyes checked? I thought that snuck right in that corner.
Yeah,
there.
it kind of looked like it for a second.
Okay, well, you have better eyes than I. So, good. It stays 6-2. We don't need another one. We need the Tigers to get going here and close the gap a bit, as they are on the wrong side of the field for that. And they'll get throw in quickly as it goes inbounds to Mr. Sanchez. Josue. And out of bounds again. 35 minutes left in the contest. 6-2 Austin. Tigers are going to have to do some work to get back into this thing. But it is possible that Austin's just going to put it in a little overdrive, We'll try to just cruise in with the victory, thinking they've done enough offensively. So hopefully the Tigers can get a goal or two and start the momentum going back their way. And here's a chance as it opens up, and a centering pass. Defenders all over the place. The ball didn't go very far. Now it gets knocked out of there by the Packers. Quickly ahead, Tigers again on the offensive. As the ball goes back and forth. Now Austin about midfield with Hey Koo, number 2. And there's that guy, Hernandez, with 4 goals in the game, and he boots it ahead. Midfielder. That is touched by hands, says Joel Thong, but the ref apparently didn't see it. Tiger hand hit the ball, and play continues. Into the Packer defensive side. 33.5 to go. My phone's going to die. I only have 22%. Well, I think we have a charger here. I might have to look for that. Try and call the game and look for a charger here amongst our equipment. But Austin again putting some pressure on, and there's one of those long kicks. Goes wide of the goal. Yeah, they're pretty good at those from 25, 30 yards out. Is that okay? Here's Austin again. Coming ahead on the offensive, but taken away by Albert Lee, and they are down the other way. Quickly. And trying to work something here as they center a shot that goes wide and out of bounds. Coming down on 32 minutes left. 6-2 Austin. No scoring here in the second half. And yeah, I think this is an Apple one. I don't know if this is. I have a Droid.
Oh.
It's getting chilly with that wind blowing in through the open window here. Yeah, that's an Apple charger there. Well, we'll just hope for the best. I don't really need the phone, but it is nice to look up some things here and there or during a game. But play continues now, the far side, and it's 6-2 Austin lead with 31.5 to play. From the Gus and Albert Lee. And again, they're outnumbered are the Tiger players, but that is an infraction called on Torre of Austin. That will give Albert Lee a free kick here at the 25. hope they can do something with it. Looks like out there, Titus Hartman, one of the guys out there, but it's finally kicked by Roberto Guzman, and it goes out of bounds and back to Austin on a goalie kick with about a half an hour left of the game, 30-34. Good news is Albertley hasn't given up a goal here in the second half, in the first 10 minutes of the second half. But the bad news is they haven't scored any either, and they were down 4 at halftime, so some work to do as Austin brings it ahead across midfield. Some good passing and then a bad one. It goes to the Tigers. Ahead comes Hernandez. Near sideline he goes to Joel Tong, who gets around his guy. Left-footed kick and a swing and a miss by Monse Umpart. But they still have possession with Hernandez right here. Going with the right-footed dribble and gets it to a teammate on that far side. Taken away by the Tigers. Up the middle of the field and now off to the right, but go a little too far and out of bounds. As Titus Hartman was chasing it down there. Titus, freshman, number 5. Austin will throw it in here with Augustine Spada. Nope, he hands it off to teammate Thomas Mariel. And the Tigers, we have a stiff wind coming in the window, and it's hitting Chad's microphone. That's why you can hear the rumble in the background. But there's nothing you can do about it. We need that window open to have a clear picture. And stolen away. Here quickly comes Tong again. He's 1 on 4, but he keeps it alive. Gets it to Hernandez, who boots it. That's blocked. Nice job there. I think that was, I can't tell. Numbers on the blue with the red numbers, it's tough to see from halfway across the field. Nice save there for Ethan Brownlee, the freshman goaltender. And he still has a scoreless half going for him. Tigers need to put a goal or two together and make it a game. Gets by the Austin defense, and Albertley just 2 guys down there. They couldn't get to it in time to get it in the goal. We're at 27:45 to play. Another Hernandez boot down into the far corner. See if they do anything with this one. Brownlee tracks it across the goal and it goes out of bounds. Albertley playing it in. Gingerly stepping out there is Josue Sanchez for Albertley, number 7 around midfield there. He's got a little bit of a limp going. He was hurt in that first half, late in that first half. Had to be helped off the field a little bit with arm around a trainer and the head coach. But when he has to, like there, he kind of took off and gave a little fake move. And it is Albertley throw in ahead to Sanchez. And also running with him there is number 2, who I do not have on my roster for Albertley. So I apologize to the family, but I don't have it. I have a 1 and a 3, but no 2. As they have it deep in the backer zone here. Kicked out of there, though, by the Packers as they come ahead with 26:20 to go. Hernandez on the run. Passes it to his teammate there, Joel Thong. Thong gets taken away, and he falls to the ground, but now he's got it back. kick from a left foot. Brownlee all over that one. Looking for a place to deposit this one as he surveys the field and gives it a ride. But Hernandez kicked that one back the other way, and now out of bounds to the left of the goal. That'll be a goalie kick. As Ethan sets it up and gets ready, it's 25-26 to go. 6-2 Austin. All the goals were scored in that first half. And here's Hernandez. He gets it taken away from him. Austin, though, gets it back, and Brownlee right there for a save. And scoots it ahead. A little too far, though, for his teammate Jonathan Vasquez. And Austin again on the attack here. That one gets ricocheted out of bounds. And will be Austin's throw in. Maybe some players getting a little crampy here. I got my eyes on an Austin player across the way. He's rubbing his calves. A lot of running like that, if you're not well hydrated, even on a cool night like this, you can get those cramps going. Saw that in the football game last Friday, although that was a warm night, but it's a little chilly here tonight. You were smart. You wore a little sweatshirt. I did not.
Yeah, they're saying really chilly come Friday evening, so.
Yeah, well, we dipped into the 40s over the weekend, I think, so
Yeah.
that's actually nice to have the windows open. Refresh the house a little bit, but even better if you got somebody to cuddle with. Yeah. And I'm not talking about my cat.
Right.
But here come the Tigers. Trying to get in the midfield. Oh, nice play there, but ooh, almost a break. If they could have got by that, it would have been 2-on-2. But it goes the other way, as it seemingly has all night for these Packers. They do have a plan of attack, and they're good at it. Brownlee saves that one. I think it was going wide anyway, but scoops it up and boots it to midfield, and a chase is on. A Tiger and a Packer, and it goes out of bounds, and that'll be a Elberly throw in here. Down to 23 minutes to go in the contest. 6-2 Austin. AlberlyLive.com. Sports and more. I mentioned 8 different varsity sports, those being football, soccer, volleyball, wrestling, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball. And we'll go through not all the games, but a select number of each. And enough activities. Our aim is to be about 150 different games and activities throughout 1 year's time. And all of those will stay on the website for about a year, so that you can go back and look at them, or make we can make you a highlight tape too for players and their families. Lots of possibilities here for AlberlyLive.com. And we're also on Facebook, Alberly Live, one word, lowercase, and Instagram as well. That's Out of Bounds off Austin.
Yeah. Yeah, and you say events. I know there's possible band concerts, you said?
Yeah, band, choir, orchestra, I was told. And then also maybe it would make sense to do graduation, at least the video of it.
Right.
I will have probably a microphone that you can hear from the stage.
Maybe signing day, I think Lance
Yeah,
mentioned.
National Signing Day, although it's different at every school, so we'll see if they want to have a signing day. We'll be happy to be there for it, because that's an exciting time in the lives of young athletes, deciding which scholarships to take and what school to go to. As the time runs down now to 21 minutes to play here from the Gus. And a 6-2 Austin lead. A very uneventful second half. A couple of runs here and there, but no goals scored yet. It was a busy first half for sure. Second Tuesday in a row we've had 6 first half goals for the team that leads. Albert Lee had it last week against Loyola, 6-1, I believe, at halftime. And here's 6-2. But Austin with all the goals, and thanks to the feet actually of Leonardo Hernandez. 4 goals. Should keep track of which ones he hit with which leg. I think there was one lefty. Chad saw that. That's kicked straight out of bounds by Austin. And taken over will be Jonathan Hartman with the throw in here for the Tigers. Far side. And 20 minutes to play. I think they're cheering for Josue. As Austin takes over here, under 20 minutes to go. Yeah, it's good concessions here too at the Gus. Just had some Jake's Pizza. They don't always have that, but when they do, I like to load up. And they've got the popcorn and the candy and different things to drink and eat as well. So come out and watch the girls play on Thursday. Nice save by Brownlee. Slaps that one to his left. And he'll get a kick. I guess it's going to be a teammate kicking it out of here.
And we got New Ulm coming Friday night for football?
It is New Ulm, yeah. I know they got a winning record.
They won last week, I believe 33-6.
Is that what it was? Yeah. I can look it up here quick and see what they did and who it was to. 33-14 they beat Belle Plaine. 26-point second quarter is what it took there. They held Belle Plaine to a touchdown in the first and a touchdown in the fourth. And their 26 in the second was more than enough to win 33-14 at home to go to 1-0. So on the road here with Albert Lee, an Albert Lee team that if they play like they did last week, they could play with a lot of teams. Now New Ulm in the past, let me see what they did last year. They were 6-4. That's pretty good. Section 2. Class 4A semifinal loss to Hutchinson did them in 52-14 last year.
That don't surprise me. Hutchinson's always good.
Yeah, Hutch is pretty good. Got a pretty good football program going there, and it should be interesting. We'll see. I give Albert Lee a shot here because they are much improved. Especially that defense really impressed me. It's special teams defense too. They had a blocked extra point. They had the blocked punt for the touchdown, and they were doing real well. Getting penetration there on the defense and special teams D.
Very well disciplined too.
Yeah.
No penalties, I think, all game.
Yeah, and even though they won, St. Peter had like 15 penalties. Oh, here's a penalty kick. And speaking of penalties, a free shot at it here, and they want to stop the time. It had been running, but it's going to be done by Joel Fong here. Joel Fong. Nobody guarding him. Where is he going to go? He gets it in that corner, and it's 7-2. His first goal. No, he scored the opening goal, so his second of the game. And we're more than halfway through the second half before we get our first second half goal. 17-11 left. 7-2 Austin. And now they wind the clock. Set up for the kickoff here for Albert Lee. To be done by Josue Sanchez. Gets it back to Jonathan Vasquez and trying to set something up, but getting in the way there was Joel Fong. He's constantly yelling at the official to give him a break, but does not get his way here. And Austin continues on the offensive. 16.5 to play. 7-2. On AlbertLeeLive.com, and that is booted out of bounds. Past the goal on the left side. Tigers will put it in play here. Just trying to get through the end of the game. I don't think they're going to pull out the win here today. They have been shut down this second half. But both the boys soccer and football teams have improved this year. I mean, I don't know if you can call 7-2 improving. They lost 4-0 to Austin last year in Austin, but different players and different levels, and this one just got away from them. As Tigers keep trying to get it across midfield, but they have not been there much this game at all. That one goes over the top. That hit the football crossbar. And out of play. Clock rolls, 15:15 to go. That's off the foot of a Tiger player and out of bounds. Throw in for Law 2. Of Austin. Tare and then Nare, and now on the far side for Heiku. They got something working down that far sideline. And in the middle of the field here, they get a shot that's blocked and out of bounds. No, yes, it goes out. Albert Lee kick here. Set in the corner. 14, coming down to 14 minutes left in the contest. I'm going to have put the heat on in the car on the way home. There's some raucous fans down below for the Tigers. Probably having fun, but that's kicked into the group there. It hits a few heads and up in the air again. And finally kicked. Ooh, Brownlee might have got a piece of that when it went over the goal. He's been an active goaltender tonight. Had to be. Not a lot of defensive help in certain situations. In others he did, but a lot of work for the freshman Ethan. This one out to midfield, and 4-on-5 for the Tigers as that one gets centered and taken away by the goalie who haven't heard much of, Kyler Flanders. Get to run out and grab that one, but it's about one of the few scoops I've seen him make today, or have to make. His defense has been there to clear things out. Quickly ahead again, the Packers on the attack as they cross-field it, and that's going to go into the corner, and Brownlee chases it down. 12.5 to play. 7-2 Austin. Albert Lee getting into the offensive end, but not too far before Austin takes it away again. Again, if you want an advertising opportunity to be on AlbertLeeLive.com, we mentioned all the sports we're going to be doing, a lot of them, 8 different sports at the varsity level here. So give me a text at 507-402-1600, and we can talk whenever you get a chance to have me into your place of business, or we can meet wherever you want. 507-402-1600. It's a good first step. And that field goal is good from 20 yards out. It's 7-2 now, 11:38 and counting left in the game. And Brownlee will oversee this kick from his goal line. Over everybody's head and down into the far corner. That may be an opportunity here for the Tigers. It is out in front of everything, but Flanders makes an easy save. Every time I hear the name Flanders, I think of Homer Simpson, his neighbor. But ahead they come. Under 11 minutes to play. Albert Lee now, far side, trying to get something working here. And make that score look a little bit better. Not a surprising score. Austin has had Albert Lee's measure here lately, but just after seeing him play so well on Tuesday, I was hoping that they had turned a corner for Coach Klingenberg, but Austin, the aggressors tonight, have left no doubt, although, it's close early on, but after it got to be 4-1, I think the writing was on the wall that the Packers were a little bit better. We'll see in the long haul because it's a long season, and injuries always play an important part in any sport. You get to section time, never know. That's why you keep struggling and striving and working out and keep it going because you just never know. And every win is precious, helps in section seeding, and just got to take them one at a time. Here's Austin again on the offensive. We're down to 9:20 to go in the game. They're up 5, 7-2. Biggest lead of the game, of course. And only one second half goal here for either team. And it was Joel Thong for Austin. He has 2 goals in the game. Leonardo Hernandez, 4 for the Packers. Tal Ray got 1 for him. And the 2 goals for Albert Lee, Jonathan Hartman and Nay Blut scoring those. And the Packers on the offensive end, it's Jaden Stevens, number 11. Now kicking it around, Boo Ray. As they continue in the zone here, and that is Hernandez. Going for a handful of goals. What do they call that? I mean, 3's a hat trick, 5 is a body trick. As dribbling there was number 18, Monse Yumpart. They've got some interesting names on that Austin team. But they're nice. They spell them all out diacritically so you can actually know what they are, which is very helpful for guys like me. And they did even the easy ones, like Kyler Flanders. They even spelled that one out. I think I knew that one. 7.5 to play. And Tigers trying to get that out of there, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be their throw-in here with 7:20 to go. And a lonely Kyler Flanders back there in the Austin goal. But that's kind of what they want. As a goaltender, you don't want to be too busy like Mr. Brownlee was all night long. And it was the defense of Austin. I really didn't get too many shots to Flanders. He hasn't made them a lot of saves. They were blocked out in front of him. There's a trip. And they'll be kick for the Tigers. Down to 6.5 to play. Everybody getting set up here, and the referee says, no, you got to get out of there. To the Packer D player, it was Boo Ray. He was a little too close. Kick into the middle is controlled by the Packers, and we're down to 6 minutes to go. Jay Paul with Chad Butzler. This is going to be the combination for most of our games that we do. We're going to get some kids involved too, though. We had a bunch of them express interest, and we have to meet with them because we have to train them a little bit and get them up here and put them through some paces. But they'll be joining us as well, and it's be a fun season. When we get to the indoor sports at Ori Jurley Gym, we'll be up in that walkway area. It's kind of where we'll be living. 4 games. Get a nice little bird's eye view of things up there. But I don't know if you can imagine, audio-video production takes a lot of equipment. And so we want to try and get some of the kids to, say kids, they're going to be high schoolers, but that's kids. Give them some experience both on the air and off, running cameras, producing, doing some play-by-play, some color commentating. Should be fun. I like that part of it. That's a header. Ooh, Brownlee at the last second got in front of that one. Down to 4:40 to play. 7-2 Austin. Nice kick ahead here, but nobody's there to play it. And Flanders will get it. Flanders. So, he throws it out to the far side, and we're down to 4:20 to go. Didn't even get to check some of the other scores around the area. That one goes past Brownlee. And did that get in? I don't know. Was that a goal?
Yep.
I think it was, yeah. 8-2. Wasn't sure how that was because that didn't even look like he kicked it. It might have gone off of somebody else, but it got by Brownlee, and it's an 8-2 game in favor of the Packers. Not sure who scored that one, but at this point, it doesn't really matter, as they have laid the wood to the Tigers team. And you can see the defeated, hunched over look of some of the Tiger players. This one got away from them early, and they've got to regroup and get ready. They have a game in Winona Thursday with Winona girls coming here. And that'll be our next broadcast Thursday at 7 o'clock, shortly before 7 with pregame. Usually about an hour ahead of time. I like to get the camera on, and you can see what's going on for warm-ups and things like that down on the field. And then Friday football, 0-1 Albert Lee against 1-0 New Ulm, 7 o'clock here at the Gus with Tommy Kramer from 5 to 7, signing autographs and taking pictures with any and all fans. Not quite a Hall of Fame quarterback. Never got to a Super Bowl with the Vikings. Not necessarily his fault. He had some really great late-game heroics in his career. He was known for some of that kind of stuff, the dramatics in the end of the games. But quality quarterback out of Rice University down there in Texas. But I think he lives here now. He's always around.
Right.
You see him all the time on social media. A lot of those old-time Vikings, they get together at people's garages and have parties and watch parties and things like that for Viking games.
I don't know if Bench Warmer Bob's is still up there.
Is he even alive anymore?
I know there's a place.
What a guy he was.
Restaurant up in the cities that sometimes you go in there and see some of the old Vikings.
Yeah. Bob was fun. He was really a fun guy. He got in a lot of commercials and things like that after his playing days. And those guys weren't making a mint at all in their playing days. The Chuck Foremans and the Tommy Kramer. That's an injured Tiger. I did not get a number on that, but he's looks to be in some pain as they get him off the field, but just to the corner. It's a long way to the Tiger bench. They might want to get a wheeled vehicle over there for him, one of them Gators or something. He's going to sit down right there. I still haven't had a number on that young man, but we hopeful that he can. They're working on the right leg, it looks like. But he'll do it right there from that corner, just out of bounds as Austin takes over. And we're down to 2.5 minutes left in the game. But yeah, those Vikings didn't make a whole lot of money, and they played for the love of the game. I know a lot of guys had summer jobs, stuff like that, just to make it ends meet. It just seems unreal these days. But, well, you were talking earlier, too. A lot of these NFL guys, the majority of them don't make a lot of money. And, you know, they get on the practice squad or whatever, or they're just barely making the team. It is few and far between of the really rich guys, but, well, every quarterback, for one, makes a lot of money. And then usually some defensive players, too, and wide receivers, Justin Jefferson among them. Highest paid receiver in the game. Highest paid non-quarterback in the game. Oh, wow, all the way down the field, Hernandez, but he's taken out of it, and a nice play there by Alberly. Was that Nabe Lute? I think it was. It goes to Brownlee. And he's still in there, game playing. Tough young freshman. Hasn't gone his way, but still there, getting play. Good play time here with 1:20 to play. Alberly still going after it. Down the stretch, that's what your coach is looking for, is people who don't give up. One minute left in the game. 8-2, Austin. They'll give it another try. It was close. Off the top crossbar and out of play. And all this time, the clock keeps running, 40 seconds. We may not even get the next play off here. It's going to be a corner kick for Austin, but they're just setting it up now with 32 seconds. Nay Ray. Kicking it in from the corner to a teammate, but headed out of there by the Tigers. Nice job. With 10 seconds, and the countdown will continue, and that'll about do it here. 8-2 is our final score. Austin taking one on the road here in their first win of the year. 1-2-1 now for the Packers, and Alberly falling to 1-2-0, I guess technically on the season. 8-2. So we have the Service Master by IOT cleanup here, as we will try and find that for you, and then come back and give you the rundown of.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by IOT's janitorial services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by IOT today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Only 2 goals in the second half. And do you have those, Chad, or do we just say, I'll just run through them all. Joel Thong scored the opening goal about a minute and a half in for Austin. Seemed like forever ago as Austin took the 1-0 lead. And then it was tied 1-1 after Nate Blute of Albert Lee put a goal in. And then Leonardo Hernandez took over. He scored with about 10:01 left in the first half, a 2-1 lead for Austin. Talray then got the third Austin goal, and that was 15 minutes later, about 25 minutes in. And with 2:38 left in the half, Leonardo Hernandez scored again, a 4-1 lead. Jonathan Hartman scored for Albert Lee to make it 4-2. And then Leonardo Hernandez, 2 more before the first half ended. He had 4 goals in the first half, 6-2, Austin at the half. Joel Thong scored and 17-11 left in the second half to make it 7-2. And then that last goal, I have still no idea who scored that for Austin, but congratulations to the young man for making it 8-2 on the final, and that's your Service Master by IOT cleanup. Chad, always good to see you. You have Thursday off. I'll be here with the girls' soccer game, and then we'll rejoin each other on Friday for football action here from the Gus. Thanks for everything, bud, and enjoy your time away.
Have a good night. We'll see you guys soon.
Yep, tell all your friends about AlbertLeeLive.com.